Recording, testing my audio. Okay. Welcome to AXE+ARCANA, the audio version. We're gonna try out a different take on this to hopefully get us some better quality sounds. So yeah, welcome everybody to AXE+ARCANA.
Yeah.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Waking up from a tired day.
And do a quick little recap. In the first season of AXE+ARCANA, our heroes were sent back to the primordial lands of Krotara, a banished realm used to trap an ancient Lich Azrael that was filled with all sorts of wonders like dinosaurs and undead and a race of constructs known as warks, along with a lot of the technology. Our heroes were able to escape the realms of Krotara and return to the lands of Ambrosia from which they were sent. As a result of their travels, the two realms had sort of merged. Warp technology is now prevalent in the lands. In their absence, the creature known as William Wisp has ascended to the throne of Ambrosia and now controls the lands with an iron tendril. The city has succumbed to the influence of four major sort of criminal bosses who shake down people at the lower levels. And William Wisp's newly installed city guard, the Thwart Hogs, led by the new guard Dragonstorm, have cracked down on any uses of magic in the lands, as well as putting out wanted notices for each of your characters, with the exception of Gus, for aiding and abetting the wizard Barris Grumdar, who attempted to banish William Wisp and didn't seem to stick. William Wisp was kidnapped in our first season by host Frang and taken to the Astral Sea, known as the Spime in these realms. And it was sort of his absence that allowed William Wisp to return and these crime bosses to sort of take over. You all returned and were on the run for 6 months before your Wark Tech train, pulled by an airship called ARC. You guys pulled over for some supplies and some repairs when you noticed a mass of creatures in the woods that looked like an amalgamation of undead and Wark Tech sort of moving in unison out of the woods. But right about that time, your ship was targeted by Thwart Hogs. You seem to have been found, and they were tracking you down. They did some damage to the ship, and in the scuffle, your prisoner Kyrus, one of Dragonstorm's disciples, was able to escape from the train. Leon and Bosch, your friends who you brought back from Krotara, stayed back with the train to try to do repairs because it's sort of sort of their niche, what they're good at. While our adventuring party, undercover, snuck into the city of Ambrosia. You found yourselves in an underground market. You befriended a couple of vigilantes who were sort of taking you under their wing. You started to explore the city a little bit to kind of get the vibes of how the town has changed in your absence. Split on what to do, half of the party decided to return to AXE+ARCANA, the tavern at which you first met, at the heart of Fellstone Tower, a domicile that heroes throughout the ages have stayed at with the Wizard Barris. The other half of the party decided to investigate Dragonstorm, the city guard captain, who turned out was the leader of the Cult of Wisps, this cult that was responsible for bringing William Wisp back into the world. Dragonstorm's Cult of Wisps involved 3 people: Kyrus, the prisoner you had on your train; Saja Flame, who was a, we'll say fire priestess, for lack of better words, who suffered burns in a fight with one of our parties in the first season; and Velour, the brother of Velvet, our wizard, who's not here today, who perished in flames as a result of that fight. You guys followed Dragonstorm to the Frothing Otter tavern. Sort of snuck in to see what was going on. Dusk, our bard, who is also the son of one of the crime lords, a shipping magnate known as Elhef Beelzebus, took on the persona of Void, a musician, and put on a show, while our heroes sort of investigated Dragonstorm and what was going on. A little scuffle happened when ID Tenti, our Wark wizard, semi-framed a pair of goblins for using magic.
Help.
Dragonstorm, the city guard, apprehended them and arrested them because magic is illegal now in the town. A little scuffle broke out, and you guys sort of ducked out. The bar kind of emptied out. You guys headed back to the AXE+ARCANA at Fellstone Tower. You got in, you were getting kind of cozy. Dusk, feeling very exhausted, went straight to the sleeping quarters and took a nap. The rest of you sort of explored the tower. You checked out the library, in which Velvet found a spell book. You guys snuck into Barris's living quarters at the top of the tower, in which Bado, our Loxodon cleric, found a magic crystal ball that was giving visions of where Barris may be out in the spine. What else? ID 10T found a key in those living quarters. Waddle found the bathrooms and was watching newsreels of stuff that's kind of going on in the lands of Ambrosia. And Gus was watching the doors when some fans of Dusk, aka Void, showed up outside wearing shirts, wearing his face. They sort of stalked him back to this place and were like clamoring for their newfound hero.
What is it? We gotta sue them for this likeness, stealing our likeness.
You may remember that you had swooned over a couple of people at the bar, and they seem to have sort of tracked you back the way super fans do.
Yeah, they made merchandise super fast.
Yeah.
You guys shooed them off, but the visage of Void, aka Dusk, on their shirts drew the attention of the newly released goblins. The goblins that you guys framed got out of prison pretty quickly. And it turns out that they work for Elhef Beelzebus, Dusk's father. Seeing the shirts, they sort of followed them back, tried to make a kerfuffle, wanting to take their boss's son back to him. He was asleep. He doesn't remember any of this. They tried to get in the doors, and you guys made pretty quick work of them, using a couple of magic spells to sort of scare them off. And that is sort of where we left off. You scared off these goblins who were looking for Dusk. You've all found some items or such. And we'll say a night has passed since our last adventure.
We
If
also got
anybody,
a message from Leon and Bosch, right?
Leon and Bosch, there was a staticky message coming in saying something was coming for them. They were trying to work on the work train, and something was moving towards them, but it was real garbled, and you weren't able to make it out. Yes, thank you so much, Gus. So that is where we will pick up. If anybody wanted to do anything after last week's events during the night and up until when we kind of wake up and get going, now would be the time to do that. If anybody wanted to redo spells or change their outfit or yada yada, now would be the time to sort of prepare yourself for today's new adventure.
Are our disguises on right now?
You all had put on disguises to sort of sneak through the city. It's your call if you wanted to sleep with them or not. When the goblins Rolo and Bolt looked in, you guys were all wearing your undercover garb. But they weren't really paying too much mind. They just knew that Dusk was in this building somewhere.
Where are we heading? Where are we going?
It sounds like we need to get back to the train.
Well, that's kind of, and that's also you guys' your party's decision, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bado had visions. Bado saw the visions of Barris. You guys heard the garbled walkie, and yeah.
Bado would try to see if the seeing scrying sphere or whatever it is, the doohickey, could be used to look at the situation going on with why can't I remember their names?
Is it wrapped in like a silk sheet?
There was an arcane sheet that was around it that Bado made sure to like wrap it up in.
As long as it's not just constantly making contact with his skin. I think. Okay.
Bado, you want to see if you can use it. Do you have knowledge arcana of any sort?
No.
So it's one of those things.
My
that's
magic
like,
is holy magic.
It's like you're used to using PCs and this is a Mac.
I'm a PC and I'm a Mac.
Remember when Max had one-button mice?
So, yeah, no, I'll let you finish.
No, that's yeah, I'm answering questions like that. So off the top of your head, no. Yep.
Remind me, who was the person that the bar man told me to contact?
Oh, he gave you a note with a name on it?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. I forgot to write that down.
No, he gave you the note, didn't he?
Yeah, he gave you a note.
You should be okay.
You should be okay. I forgot about that too. Ha 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 ha.
I mean, even
I
if you
wanna say
forgot about it, it's fine.
Maggie? I don't know.
Maggie?
That sounds.
It was Maggie. You're right. How did you know it was Maggie?
Was it really?
It is now.
It is now.
Because my persona on trying to get in was Maggie.
Oh, that's right. I was like, that
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Then it,
Let's just say it wasn't. How about that?
we'll say it was we'll say it was
Margaret?
Margaret. Yeah, it was Margaret.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it was Margaret, and then there's an address on there in the city of Ambrosia.
Yeah. That's where I'm heading next.
But
But I'm just kind of waking up. Ooh, boys.
yeah.
Sure had a nice long sleep. How are you folks doing?
I'm glad you had a restful sleep. While Bosch and Leon are freaking the hell out.
My word, what for?
The message. We got that message the night before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wait,
right.
so
He
we
was
got the
asleep.
message, and then we just rested?
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Well, so
That can wait till the morning.
it was nighttime. You guys had burned some spells and had taken some damage, and you sort of like rest up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys were at the bar at like nighttime, and then you escaped the kerfuffle, and then there was the little thing.
And then we were at the bar again. So we just had a late night.
Yeah, late night. You might have a little hangover from the mead, or the Bud Rud, or the
I
the
slept
Doyle,
in my costume.
Synthetic oil.
and the synthetic oil. You slept in your costume.
The zipper is broken now.
Bado would be just sort of assumptive, like we're going for back to the workship, right?
I kind of feel like those boys can kind of take care of themselves.
Gus wants to go back out ship in the woods. Been too long since seeing green. City smells funny.
Gus gets it.
I trust his senses. I mean, I trust
it
his
three?
senses.
3-1 so far.
Well, as a robot, I inherently hate nature, so
You're. What are you now?
2-3.
what? I mean, I'm a real boy. Let's go to the forest.
That's what I thought you said.
Skip stones.
Alright. I yield. Let's go check out the boys.
So you guys want to sort of get your stuff together and leave the city of Ambrosia?
Yeah, try to get
Head
back to
back.
our meetup point, or
I mean, we
wherever they
just
said they
got
were.
here, though.
Would you
Yeah,
say
I
ID
want-
Tenti or Gus?
I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna
I was
offer
gonna say,
someone.
I just I kind of over the night kind of think about the head that I left in the pantry,
Mm-hmm.
and I just think like probably should just leave that lying around. So I'm gonna try and scoop it back in the jar.
When you open the door to go get it, it's not in the jar anymore.
Little concerned, but I'll just keep an eye out. Could have gotten far.
I'm going into the closet to get my head.
I imagine. So he went in there and didn't see it because of the chat we had. ID Tenti. Are you doing with it what we said you were?
Oh yes. Okay. Well, I will not.
That's-
Not immediately. Okay. So I already. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are kind of getting your things together, getting ready to go. Is there anything else you feel like you need before you head out?
I just want to offer up this weird old nightcap that I've got to somebody else. I just don't want it anymore. It gives me weird dreams.
Did
Oh,
you
is
say
it your trinket nightcap?
My little nightcap, it just makes me think about weird stuff. I just want to give it away.
What kind of weird stuff?
I keep hearing this person telling me he's happy for me. I don't know. I mean, it sounds nice, but it's just all this. It just feels weird. But I don't know. It's supposed to make your dreams good. Just maybe not for me.
I'll give it a try.
All right, I'll give him the nightcap.
All right, Bado, you have a nightcap. I believe it's the trinket nightcap in the player handbook. Is that correct, or was it a different nightcap?
It's just in my items. It says nightcap that gives the bearer good dreams.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a trinket.
I don't think I bought it. I think I found it, or someone gave it to me.
I can't hit Control F on a physical book. What the shit?
Books, man.
What are we, yeoman farmers? All right, Bado, you have
What are we, farmers?
a nightcap now.
I have
given-
noted
What are
it.
you gonna do?
Giving it to you.
He's immediately taking a nap.
I'd like to mark to make note that I am watching them exchange this item.
So as you
Witness.
guys are as you guys are kind of getting ready, a
Hope this
little
works
like
better for you, partner.
a sort of an arcane hologram of Barris sort of matriculates, forms, and it says,
Ghost?
attention. It seems the tower is under observation by outside forces. That is all. Have a magical day.
So friendly.
Oh, crumbs.
And like as he kind of disappears, you notice sort of like shadows of like heads walking by the windows outside, the dusty windows of the AXE+ARCANA. Where there hasn't been a ton of foot traffic. People these days, with the crime the way it is, sort of stick to their own, and especially your part of town, there's not a ton of people outside a lot, so it sort of seems it's noticeable at the very least.
I try and recall whether we knew of any. Surely there's a back way out of here, a secret way. What's downstairs?
There is a.
I don't recall.
Behind the bar door, there's a sort of cellar door that is hidden. That's been in the maps the whole time, and nobody's made mention of, but it is sealed shut.
Sealed shut how? Or okay, I strength check it.
It seems, I want to say like impossibly heavy. It's like you can't really find a grasp to put your fingers in, and it's just like, it's a magic tower with all sorts of different tricks and hootenannies. Yeah. So you guys had the front door you walked in, and then previously you were able to get in and out through a window upstairs.
Right.
Yeah.
I will cast Dispel Magic on the door.
All right, so you cast Dispel, and then it seems like the door sort of pops up a little bit. Like the seams are more apparent now. But it still seems like physically locked.
Kick it open.
What was that?
Lightning bolt it.
I said kick it open.
All right. I'll try to strength check it again.
No, I'm pushing you aside. I'm gonna do it.
All right. Yeah, use those new feet.
Rolling it.
Make me a strength check.
Two.
Nope, I got a 15.
15. So you feel like pretty good. You hear the pneumatics like dun 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 na 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 na. You're like trying to stomp on the door, and you're like stomping it back into the slot.
Okay.
And it feels like it's very well. When you try to open a door, deadbolt, it feels like there's several deadbolts on each side, sort of keeping this thing maintained in the frame. You almost hear the squeaking, everything but the doors bending like an Acme cartoon. The rest of the floor is moving. Everybody make me a perception check, if you don't mind.
All right.
A what check?
A perception check, por favor.
Get mine. Let me get
All right.
I can't handle these virtual.
Gotta say.
I feel like that. Anybody remember Tall Tale, the movie?
Revival?
No.
Oh.
Was it Tall Tale with the Kurt Russell and they were like the legends?
Oh, he was Buffalo.
And yeah, he was Wild. Was it Wild Bill or Buffalo Bill? Something like that. Yeah, and like they encounter John Henry, and you see and he's contesting the machine, like the pile driver. That's what I feel like. Kicking the door.
I got a 9.
Let me see if I can video for anyone who hasn't seen it.
I got 16
I
plus 3.
merely got a 9.
16 plus what, Gus?
3, so I got 19.
19. Okay.
17 for Bado.
All right, Bado and Gus, you hear a voice from outside saying, are you sure he's in here? And then you hear voices like, yeah, we saw him in there. We're pretty sure he's in there. Or we saw people follow him here. And you are sure it's dusk son of Elhef, is in here. You kind of hear these voices like wafting through the door.
Not the door we're trying to open. The
main door. Yeah.
Okay.
The silhouettes you sort of saw outside. And you hear the cadence and pitch of what sounds like the two goblins. So I guess they had we're sure he's here. Pretty sure.
Interesting. I whisper that to Dusk and, to everyone to make them aware. They're looking for Dusk.
I am going to...
Where's Velvet? We need him to throw more acid on faces.
I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast a thaumaturgy spell. Or a cantrip. I'm gonna create the sound of a door slamming closed, like the front door.
Okay.
Slamming closed, in hopes that they think that we just snuck out through the front and they'll run outside.
They are outside.
Wait, I thought you said they crawled inside.
No. Their voices were sort of drifting in. I'm sorry.
Oh, but they're not inside the tavern yet?
No,
they're outside. You guys are locked in more or less safely.
Oh, okay, so I won't do that yet then.
Yeah, no worries. We'll just say you guys woke up and you're not sure where Velvet is. At some time and then Velvet's not here.
Okay.
And we'll work that into our adventure. But yeah, you hear there's people outside that are looking for you, Dusk.
Oh man, I really shouldn't try to use my name back there. All the way back when.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Ain't nothing to do now, but
for our new listeners,
we might have to fight our way out.
Dusk took out some money in his father's name in the underground mine.
Nice.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't know that.
He said, "Don't you know who my father is? Take that money out in his name." I believe what you.
I believe that's what I said.
More or less.
Can't recall. I can't recall everything I say.
That was years ago.
Well, I mean, I have a plan, or we could just fight them, or we could just try and escape. We could let them into the place and try and escape then.
Let's just escape now.
We should fight him.
I feel like if we fight them, we're going to fight in a busy street.
We got a warning though that the tower was under observation from outside forces, right?
So,
and we did not get that before, which means it's not just somebody outside. There's something else. It's not just our old friends. There's something else. There are greater forces here that we don't want to mess with.
We're not able to contact Barris in anywhere, right?
Not that you're aware of. Gus, what were you saying?
From the window we came in through, is there any way to get to the building? Or is it far away from?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
The window that we snuck through originally?
Yeah, so it's up in the library. Are
we close enough to other buildings to get to them if we jumped? Or is it far?
It's pretty far. So I imagine the AXE+ARCANA sort of on its own curve. It's at a crossroads of streets, and it's this tower, and then there's an attached barn that would use to stable horses, and it also has a forge outside. Through non-magical means, it's probably unlikely, but not impossible. Through the power of imagination.
I have a question.
Yes, I do.
So they're outside the front door,
Mm-hmm.
supposedly. And what exactly did they say? I don't think I heard it. So
they were making reference to Dusk, the son of Elhef.
They were like, "Are you sure it's Dusk that's in there?" And so they're coming in to get me specifically.
Okay.
And then you hear a rap on the door. Boom, boom, boom.
So let me handle this.
Oh God.
Let me handle this. Are we on the first floor?
You guys are in the tavern level of the floor.
I redouble my efforts to open the door.
So I
No
kind of
identity is
behind the bar for a minute, and you hear me shuffling, and then you hear my hatch open, and you hear kind of like me digging around inside of me, and then you hear something kind of squishy, and then slowly but surely, a horrific, decaying, zombified head with wings kind of peeks out over the desk or the bar.
Gus, you see the head of the Varghoul sort of pop up.
The head.
And it has my hat on it. The hat, the big, the wide-brimmed flower hat. And yeah, so I stand up and I have the head perched on top of my ocular
stem.
Yeah, my ocular stem. And then I casually walk over to the door and open it. And I say, yes?
Bado, you said you were going to try to keep opening the door while...
But as well as that, when I say yes, the head mimics it, mouths it.
Okay.
So it sounds like it's talking.
As he's going to open the door, where does everybody want? So Bado is behind the bar trying to open up the cellar door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused.
I shadowed ID10, and I'm hiding behind the door as he opened it.
What are you confused about, Dusk? Let me clear up confusion.
I think I'm not confused. I'm just wondering. Maybe I'm just kind of panicked what I should be doing.
He wasn't there for.
I remember somebody mentioning something of stables. I'm wondering if there's maybe a way through that we could very quickly gather up some steeds and ride out of town, or sneak our way out of town, or cause a ruckus using these stables somehow. Or we could also set the place on fire and burn it to the ground and just get the fudge on out of here.
Sounds like the Dusk I know.
So Dusk, you'll go to the wall that's sort of connected to the stable part, and you'll make me a perception check. Waddle, you said you're going to shadow ID10 Teeth to the door. Bado is behind the bar trying to pick up the cellar, so I'll have him make me another strength check.
Okay.
And then Gus, what do you find yourself doing?
I was just gonna say Dusk wasn't awake for it yet last time, so I'm trying to be like, these guys are looking for you, and I'm nervous as he's checking that wall and trying to tug him down to keep him down so they can't see him specifically.
Okay.
I'm just right behind him, sort of trying to keep low.
Cool. All right. ID Denti opens the door and goes, yes. And you see Drake Dragonstorm, captain of the city guard. He's got a small cadre of Thorthogs, and you see the two goblins sort of back in the distance a little bit, sort of watching what's going on.
I instantly put my hood up as quickly as I can.
Okay. A terrible mistake.
Yeah.
So Drake seems surprised by you. I imagine because with your eye stalk, the head's kind of tall, almost like ET looking, right?
Yeah, and one of the eyes is not open, it's limp, I guess you could say. So it looks like the head looks dead.
It's a little slack jaw, kind of.
Good thing you're not a wanted figure.
The most
well-known identifying characteristics.
Don't worry, I have a hat and I have my little jacket on.
Legs and a head now.
Yeah.
Not the person at all they're looking for.
So Drake looks a little surprised. He's excuse me, sorry. We had a disturbance call. Neighbors said there was potential use of magics in this building. Could I ask you your name?
Yes, it's Maggie Flowerbottom.
Will you make me a deception check?
Yeah. Stop.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Hammer time.
Deception. Where is deception? Okay, that's going to be a 6.
And he goes, "Okay, Maggie, nice to meet you. What is your relationship to this establishment?"
I am the barkeep. I serve the patrons, and yes, that is what I do. I give them liquid refreshments, human liquid refreshments.
Sounds refreshing. Do you remember any loud lights or sounds sometime between 10 and midnight last night in this area?
Why, yes, I do. There was a couple of goblins that came in, and they started banging on the door. And then two masked men came out, and they started, they got into a kerfuffle. And, I believe they started casting all kinds of weird, mystical spells everywhere. It was quite the show.
Masked men came out of where?
Out of the house across the street there, sir.
And he kind of looks back at the house across the street, and then he looks at the goblins, and he looks back at you.
The goblins?
And then, yeah, the goblins are sort of off in the distance.
Okay.
Like, and then he sort of like peers around you to look into the building with his perception check. Waddle, you make me a perception check as well.
Oh,
Imagine
by
that
the way,
building across the street is an orphanage.
Yeah.
Seven.
You're waiting on Waddle.
You rolled a 7? Okay. Were you gonna ask something, Dusk?
Yeah, that perception check is a 16 from me. I mean, sorry,
Okay.
16 plus 2, it's 19. I'm sorry, 18. Jesus.
It's all right. Hey, you're sleepy. You had a long sleep. You kind of look and you notice there's like a barrel of Dwale on the wall, and it's a false barrel. You notice some hinges on it, and it's on the wall that's connected to where the stables are.
Oh.
With your
Awesome.
perception check. Bado, will you make me that strength check for trying to open the cellar? I imagine quietly you're like,
Yeah, I rolled a 14. Or got 14.
you like pull and you hear the wood sort of creak as it tries to fight the pressure by the bolts, but it doesn't. It just feels like there's like it's really locked, and your strength isn't quite doing it. Barris,
Damn it, Barris. Wait, didn't someone have a key? Is there a lock, like, keyhole?
yeah, when you dispelled the magic, yeah, you notice there's a slight keyhole in one of like the knots of the wood. As you kind of like pull, you see from the angle where a key would fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And ID Tinty had found a key up in Barris's room.
Shit.
Can I roll insight to like kind of gauge my wisdom to kind of like gauge what I think Dragonstorm might be doing next? Like kind of anticipate his next move.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. 16.
He's gathering information. He doesn't look like he's necessarily like a threat at the moment, right? He's just kind of taking it all in.
Can he see inside yet?
Yeah, he sort of sees in a little bit. It's dark. The windows are cloudy with dust, and so he sort of sees you, the back of the hooded Dusk, messing with the barrel, and Waddle wasn't really hiding. You were just kind of like behind ID Tinty, sort of an area. So he looks and he goes, "Oh, you have patrons this early in the morning. Can we join you for one of your human liquid beverages?"
Does he not? He's not like taken aback from my horrid face.
He's
Takes all kinds.
He doesn't seem to be acting as if anything's out of the ordinary.
So
and that's your call as to whether or not that makes you uneasy.
Okay. So as he says that, I will my kind of voice becomes a little bit like not cutesy but flirtatious, and I'm like, oh yes, I would love a handsome man such as yourself to come into our bar. And as I say that, like the dead eye, the limp eye, just kind of like flutters a little bit, like twitches, like you see, like muscles just kind of spasm on the head.
Yeah.
So,
so he looks at the thwart hogs and he says, "You two stay out here. It shouldn't be more than 5-10 minutes." And he's like, "Please." And he sort of starts to make his way into the AXE+ARCANA past you.
Do we shut? Can I shut the door behind him?
Sure.
Definitely
I will shut the door behind him. Is his back to me?
He's sort of like walking past you through the door. There's like a little step area, coat rack thing. He looks up and sees the remaining barrel and chain trap that your previous party mate Torin had set up.
Oh,
he's kind of just taking in all of the AXE+ARCANA. And he goes, "So this is what it looks like in here, huh?"
Can I jump in real quick?
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of been listening to this while I've been trying to help Dusk, but I immediately kind of think, like, because I heard her say about like the being a bar and he's serving in the morning. So I kind of turn my back to him as he's coming in. I want to cast really quietly good berries, like tiny little berries.
Yeah.
And smash them up into a dirty glass to make a little juice.
Okay.
And I want to, if that's okay, if he doesn't hear that, walk over really quickly while he's looking around to try and get his attention and just be like try to pretend like I'm a bar, I don't know, server, and just be like, try special breakfast juice on the house for city guard captain. Bring us great honor.
He looks down at you, sort of like a gross look. He sees all the mushroom on your head, and he's kind of put off by it, and he's like, juice is a little weak. I need something with a little more firepower, if you get my drift. Have you dwell?
Yes, very much. I'll go fetch it. And I scurry to the back wherever the bottle is right now.
I want to make like throat slashing motions with my hand behind, like where the throat would be, like two glasses.
I actually have no idea where the dwell is, so I'm just gonna there's something pour into it.
So he goes.
Well, use the water from the head jar.
Okay, it's still some on the ground. Maybe I'll scoop some up and pour it in where he can't see.
I'm gonna whisper to Gus, "Keep away from the dwell."
So Gus puts together this like formaldehyde good berry cocktail. There's some like floor shavings in there. And he sits, Drake Dragonstorm sits at the bar, just kind of eyeballing all of you. As Drake walked by you, Waddle, you've had a sneaking suspicion you know Drake from somewhere, and Waddle has not been able to place it. And as he walks by and he kind of takes off his cloak and hangs it on the hook, he's wearing a necklace of beads. And you're like, look at the necklace of beads. And then it comes back to you in a flash that these beads belonged to your master. And that Drake Dragonstorm was there the day your monastery was raided and your master was killed.
Whoa. Is he...
And you remember seeing like your master's blood on Drake's blade. And he like sort of like, as it clicks, he's like, "Nice to see you." Not realizing who you are, but sort of that cinematic, It sits down and then Gus pops up on the bar and slides over the nasty juice, the go-go juice.
Yeah, I imagine I can't really reach too high. I kind of put it on the bar and kind of shove, like push it a little towards it.
Thank you, tiny one.
Gus,
and he keeps holding it like he's about to drink it, as he's looking around.
Gus, can you give me a glass as well? Not
I glare at you
that.
like.
I want some dwell, but not that dwell.
Okay. I go in the back. I still don't know where it is, so I'll just pour something else I find.
Bado, so he's sitting at the bar, sort of facing you, like you're behind the bar and you were looking at the door. I imagine as he walked up, he sort of stopped what you were doing.
Yep, and tried to be all stealth-like. I am fairly noticeable.
Were you still wearing, was it a baby?
If everybody else slept in their disguise.
So he goes, excuse me, Maggie, why is there baby Loxodon in bar?
Oh, that's my nephew. He came to visit just the other day. Isn't he such a cutie?
Yes,
Come here, nephew. Come here, say hi to the big man.
Hi.
He kind of cringes at that. Bado, make me a deception check.
Oh boy. 11.
Okay, alright. So he's still looking at you, Bado, without turning his head, and he says, "So Maggie, how long have you owned this establishment?"
Oh, it must have been some time. The previous owners just seemed to have up and left. Such a mystery.
I see. And he takes a sip from the drink. And he sort of snorts, and you see some of it like come out of his dragonborn nostril.
All right.
He tries to play it cool, and he snorts it back in. And like, "Ooh, you're strong. What is this drink, little goblin?"
New breakfast special. Morning buzz.
Morning buzz. It tastes like ass.
Do I notice what that is? Like, do I notice it's the head juice?
Yeah, it had like a fluorescent lime color to it. And then there's like a purple muddled good berry sort of sitting in the bottom.
Okay.
This is our first official cocktail for AXE+ARCANA. Somebody make it. Dusk, what are you doing?
So I've shuffled my way on over to those barrels. Or I guess I'm gonna actually like. I'd like to let Bado know that this is here because he's trying to open that door to know
So
of it.
Bado's behind the bar where Dragonstorm is, and you're sort of like in a corner of the bar where there's just like barrels of extra ale sort of stacked. So you're sort of on your own, and you get the impression Drake thinks you're just another patron of the bar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, am I able to like? I mean, at least like let Bado know that there's a way out through this stable.
How would you do that? Drake's sort of facing away from you. Bado's facing him. So Bado can sort of see you out of the corner of his eye as he looks past Drake Dragonstorm.
I'm able to throw my voice using thaumaturgy again.
Okay.
To speak to a single person.
So you want to sort of throw your voice into Bado's ear?
Yeah. Wait, is that what this does?
It's a minor wonder, sign of supernatural power within range. Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud, causes flames to flicker, harmless tremors, create an instantaneous sound.
I thought I had something like that, but I don't.
Ominous whispers. I mean,
I just don't want Drake Dragonstorm to hear it.
you want to like act it out?
Charades.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like from wherever I am, I just wanted to like, try an attempt. Oh wait, Didn't Bado just take my little nightcap?
Yep.
I don't know. Can I somehow like tap into that in some weird way?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if I can like maybe just like send him a little message and let him know that I think I found a way out. And to come get some dwell.
Yeah, I mean, so thaumaturgy, you can manifest a minor sign of supernatural power within range. So it's, you know, if you got a creative way to do it, I'll allow it. You just gotta let me know how you're gonna do it. If you want to think about it, I'll come back to you too.
Yeah, come back to me.
All right. So we got Baby Bado behind the bar. We got Gus, who's keeping drinks flowing. We got ID Tenti playing as Maggie. And then Waddle is just like another patron in the bar. So he looks at Waddle and it says, hey, hello, citizen. What is your name?
I think I've been kind of slightly simmering here, like
Yeah.
the whole time, just like
Yeah.
Now that I recollect who he is and where he
Rage.
Yep, smoldering rage. I almost don't know if I have like the wherewithal to like actually respond with dignity or like even like intelligence.
I like it.
So like I think I'm just gonna say like I think I just gonna walk away and go to the bathroom.
You start to walk away and he says, I was talking to you. Do you know who I am? You do not walk away from Drake Dragonstorm, Captain of City Guard. Citizen, what is your name?
My name is the Blue Mandrill, and I just like bust out my furious like blue mandrill
Shit.
spiritual
So you
arms.
transform into
All right.
it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. I know what I'm gonna do now.
So when he does that, is it like, are we surprised?
So he transforms into it, and Drake Dragonstorm sort of loses interest in the rest of focused on Blue Mandrill.
So we're not like initiating combat yet.
Not quite.
Yeah.
We're at that point that the
Real close, though.
music's amping up.
I have an action ready, is all I'll say.
Okay. So he seems like his attention is turned now to Blue Mandrill, and he says, You're the one seen with the vigilantes, Cardinal Law, and Nightcloak. You've been aiding and abetting enemies of state.
You goddamn brother.
Does anybody have anything they're doing? Maybe some sneak past while his attention's...
I have a spell ready.
I have a thing I was gonna do.
Okay.
Well, can I
So
do it?
it's one of those things where it's like if you try to do anything, his perception will be at disadvantage because he's like laser focused in.
Yeah, I know.
I think I just kind of give him the silent treatment still. Like I'm just like,
I imagine a cool wind blows through even the wind doors.
An arcane wind, yeah. It's like you hear Barris's voice. Ah, cool.
Dope.
Do we also know about the door that Dust found, or is he still not told us?
I imagine you guys sort of saw him working on it earlier. Yeah, you're all...
I've been trying to tell you guys about it somehow, but
Yeah, maybe Gus, you'd seen glances of it. Maybe Bado, not quite so much, had seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Gus, we'll say you at least saw it. Because Dusk was the one who told you to put the head fluid in the jar.
Okay.
He stands up, he puts his drink down.
kind of burns through the table.
So he's sort of scoring up with you, Blue Mandrill. You're a halfling, so he stands up, and he's a dragon. So he's sort of imposing, but you feel that like that rage of your master, and then like the power you've learned from the Blue Mandrill, sort of like keeping your nerves steeled in this moment. And he says, "We can do this easy way. We can do this hard way."
We're gonna do it the hard way. And can I throw the first punch? Can I just grab him as much as possible and like grapple him?
Yep. So make me a. You're gonna have advantage because you're gonna catch him by surprise. What are you doing? Are you doing like a random? Are you doing a standard attack? Or are you doing some sort of key stuff?
Oh my god.
I was saving the key for the emergency kind of part of this. I was going to try to use a grappling pin and then like possibly toss him into the bar.
Okay.
So that maybe these guys that have been communicating behind me can like kind of dash out the back if possible.
Love it. Let's do it. All right. So make me. It's an opposed strength check. You're going to roll at advantage because you have him surprised. And if you do damage in a surprise round, you get to add, because you're a rogue now, when you do sneak attack surprise damage, you do extra damage. So do not forget that.
Sneak attack. How do I tabulate this?
So roll. What'd you roll for strength? Your strength?
13 with the plus 1. So it's 13.
So you successfully grapple him. So you leap at him and wrap him, and you want to sort of toss him into the bar.
Like, pop him into the bar, like into the hole, like back in. Like I imagine there's like a painting of like maybe some sexy wizardess and like a bunch of like weird bottles of like weird assorted potions and like body parts and stuff, because that's what he's into apparently.
Just
and,
like,
like,
wizard brawl.
He just hits it.
It's a painting of the sexy Barris vest.
Yeah. It was when he was in Cabo. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see. You got a grapple check for sure. I'm gonna look at combat. What the action would be. Change attack to if I'm grappling. Using the attack action special move. Alright, instead of making attack roll, you make a strength, athletics, or dexterity check. Alright, so you won that thing. We'll just pair it. We'll say the grapple and shove is sort of the same thing. And you throw him 5 feet sort of onto the bar, and he sort of like hits the glass of morning, what is it called? Morning Buzz? He hits it, it breaks. You see some of the liquid sort of like stickily drip down, and he rolls over the back of the bar back to where Bado is. And now, if you guys want to roll initiative,
I go, oh my!
Bado got 4.
Can I? Well, am I able to use that action that I have?
Yeah, you said you had an action readied.
So I
also had one too, if he wants to. Yeah.
So I wanted to the smoke instantly seeps out of me again. That gray mist comes out through out of my clothes and everything, and then I go and then coop in front of the door, and then I try and lock it as fast as I can. Is it shut? If it's not shut, slam that thing shut.
Yeah, you guys shut the door behind him, but you're gonna misstep there and bolt it so he can't leave.
Yeah.
Or anybody can get in. Okay?
Yeah.
Dusk, you said you had something you were sort of preparing also? Okay. Do you want to use that now or do you want to wait?
I'm gonna just I was gonna just try and confuse him a little more, so while he's behind the bar, I'm just gonna cast darkness and envelop him in darkness while he's back there.
Excellent.
Keep
All
him
right.
more distracted.
Will you guys all roll me initiatives? I've got Vado is at 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 plus 3, so 6.
6.
13.
And ID.
13 plus 3, 16.
16. And then Dusk.
I got a 5.
All right. So it's going to go ID 10T, then Waddle, then Gus, then Drake Dragonstorm, then Dusk, then Vado. Cool.
Glad I
he
could
is-
contribute.
He's enveloped in darkness right now. That spell you cast. So I believe he's blinded. So his attacks are at disadvantage, but I believe attacks on him are also at advantage because he's sort of hard to see. ID 10T has misstepped and locked the door, and it is ID 10T's turn first in combat.
Okay.
I'll put that in.
We'll add it in post.
So how big is this room?
I mean, it's a tavern. I've not super specified how big it is, but it used to sort of bustle, you know.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think fireballs off the table. So
It had room for like tables and chairs. So.
If you care about us at all.
no room's too small for a fireball.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just do I have to run past him to get back behind the bar from where I am?
Yeah, so the entrance to in my head it's Patty's Pub, right? So the entrance behind the bar is on the right side.
Yeah.
The left side there's the storage room, and on the right side sort of the office area. And then behind the bar is the cellar, and then the stairs upstairs.
Okay.
So, well, he's behind the bar now, so you run
He's
past
behind
the bar. Yeah.
And you said where's the door to the cellar?
It's behind the bar.
All right.
Whoops.
I can only hold my action. I want to save my spells for yeah. So actually I can cast cantrips. I'll go ahead and do an Eldritch Blast. Yeah. No, I won't do
That's what I
that.
wanted to do. That's what I was going to do before you got thrown.
Yeah.
So you want to hold your action ID 10T?
Yeah, I was thinking of doing something real stupid and pointless, but yeah, I'll do that. Yep.
All right. ID 10T is holding his action. Waddle, you've just thrown Drake Dragonstorm, the captain of the city guard, over the bar. You're filled with this like unbridled fury. He's covered in this black smoke. What do you want to do?
Do I know anything about the black smoke? Is that like part of the bar?
You saw one of your friends cast it to sort of confuse
okay.
him.
I wanna do a flurry of blows. I'm gonna spend another key point.
You want to like hop over the bar?
And just start bludgeoning him with my fist,
All right.
providing enough distraction for everyone to possibly dash out. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out.
So the blue mandrill, you've got these like mystic hands that surround you, right?
Yep.
I like to imagine that. Yeah, that's what pushes you over the bar. And you
Slam
like
it down on the ground.
ape jump into this cloud and start like furiously punching. So roll me those attacks, but let's see. Roll them at disadvantage because he's sort of in a cloud, so you can't really see what you're punching at.
Damn it.
So I believe you get 3 attacks. Is that correct?
I'm looking at flurry of blows. 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Yeah, so your standard one and then 2 unarmed.
Alright, let's roll them beautiful beans. Oop, I did the wrong thing on. So 14, for the first one. Do I roll all three, or do you just want to do them one at a time?
Roll all three.
Okay. And 8. And 13.
All right, so your first attack hits, your second unarmed ones miss. Go ahead and roll me that damage.
I got an 8 on the first one. And you said the second two miss?
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, you jump into this cloud and you strike with your right palm and you feel it hit, and then your other two swing through the mist and they don't seem to land on anything. Dusk, how long does this cloud last?
Up to 10 minutes. Wow.
Is it a concentration?
Yeah, it's a concentration.
So as soon as you cast another spell with concentration or you take damage, then it disappears.
Correct.
Or 10 minutes, whichever's fast. Okay. So Waddle jumps the bar and starts pummeling. Do you want to stay where you are? Do you still have a little bit of a move if you want to back out, Waddle?
Can I like
Because you're
off over the bar again?
Yeah, you're a rogue, so you had that disengage as a bonus action.
Good, yeah. So let's disengage, and I just kind of want to like pop over the bar again and just roll under some of the stools or something.
You can pop up onto the bar.
Okay, brilliant. I'll take it.
So yeah, you jump up and sort of stand menacingly. Gus.
Okay, I see all this going out, and I just say, "Cheese it!" And I run to the barrels where I saw Dusk finding the thing, and I just slam my shoulder into it, hoping it pops. It opens.
So you like run into it, and it's like a pull door. So you like mash into it and sort of bounce back. You try to catch your footing and fall. Little goblin took us, and yeah, the door sort of like. The equal and opposite reaction sort of like bounced and starts to open, and you can see a sealed hidden door, crawlable for most. You can walk right through because you're a goblin, which is small, and you see the secret exit out through the stables.
Okay, you said sealed, but not sealed anymore. Now that it's open, it's an open exit out.
Nice.
Yeah,
work.
it was like a fake barrel, sort of hiding closed door. Yeah. Okay.
Nice work, little man.
I just, if it's still my turn, I just want to be like, let's get out!
Do you want to try? Yeah, you've still got a little more movement because you want to try and open it and.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and just run outside to see if this coast is clear.
All right, yeah. So you go and you open it up and you sort of push this door and you see hay bales sort of acting as like a gate through this false door on the other side, and you can see into the abandoned stable where horses and such used to be. There's a forge in there. You can see sunlight starting to pour in a little bit because they're not closed stables, but you're behind like a half wall that horses would stand at, and you're able to kind of shimmy through fairly easily. Okay. Making it Dragonstorm's turn. He's gonna stand up. Let's see. He's gonna pick a direction to head because he can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did I used to do? Oh, it was 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a D8 I need. Just to make it more accurate that he has no idea where the hell he is. 1's towards Bado, 5's towards the bar. 2, 3. So he gets up and starts to head right. So he steps out of the cloud towards the right side where the entrance behind the bar is. So Bado, you see him sort of step out of the cloud, and he looks around and he sees the blue mandrill up on the bar. He hops up on the bar and he takes a swing at Blue Mandrill. Blue Mandrill, what is your armor class?
16.
16. He rolled an 18. Just real quick, just to make sure. What's everybody's hit points? I just want to...
45.
51.
39.
39
Whoa.
also.
Wait,
39.
that doesn't sound right.
What is yours, ID?
It's 50, but that's because I took that toughness perk. So that's why I'm thinking that doesn't sound right. 39 doesn't sound right.
Yeah, Waddle,
You do a level on it?
Wait, Bada, what was yours?
51?
51, yep.
I only have 13 Constitution. Is that
Level 6.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I'm not gonna... Alright, so he's gonna punch Waddle. So Waddle, he hits you for 8. Kind of like punches you square in the sternum. He seems pissed.
You gotta be.
So Waddle, aka the Blue Mandrill, and Drake Dragonstorm are at the top of the bar throwing fisticuffs. Dusk, it is your turn. Gus just ran by you, opened up that door, and started to shimmy on out.
I guess I'm just like quickly looking into the bar to see if anybody's still in there, but I'm ready to kind of get on out of there with Gus. Let me see if there's anything else I can do.
ID Denti, you were holding your turn also. It's about to come back to you.
Was so he hit Waddle then?
What was that?
He hit Waddle. Like he's
Yeah,
out of that dark cloud, and he's
he found his way out, saw Waddle, jumped up on the bar, and punched him. So they're like standing up on the bar, El Mariachi style.
I wonder if this spell will work on Waddle. Let me check.
Dusk, did you have something you realized?
Yeah, I'm gonna try still stay kind of behind the barrels, like as hidden as I can. But I'm gonna hit this guy with an Eldritch Blast.
Slick. Okay. Eldritch Blast hits automatically?
I'm gonna use my sick, Meccano hand to do it. Yeah, it's instantaneous. Beam of cracking energy search toward a creature within range of the spell attack. Range spell attack against the target on a hit takes 1d10.
Range spell attack, your
2 beams at 5th level, so... Oh wait, the spell is still not a 5th level spell.
It's usually 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which is +3, plus the ability modifier that you use to cast spells. So it'll be 11 plus... Do you use wisdom or intelligence to cast your spells? Or charisma? Charisma, right?
I use... Yeah, charisma.
Oh wait, I'm adding that wrong. That's a spell save. So you're gonna roll d20 plus 3 plus your charisma modifier.
D20 plus 8?
Your charisma modifier is +5?
Yeah.
It is? What's your charisma?
My charisma is 15.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it'd be +2 plus 3.
So I'm confused. What do I roll?
So you roll your d20.
Okay.
Then you
Rolling
add
that
your proficiency bonus, which is everybody's a +3. If you're proficient in something, it's a +3. And then your spell casting ability modifier. So since you're using charisma, your spell casting modifier is a +2, right?
Yeah.
So 2 plus 3 is 5. So d20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5. Okay, so 13 plus 5.
18. That hits.
18. Blam.
Yeah, so the magic starts to matriculate out of you, and you see the arcs of energy bounce up and down this new metallic warp arm you've got, and shoot out, and roll your damage.
I'm gonna just quickly say, "Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire." Yeah. It's gonna blast out of my hand.
It's a good summoning spell.
Damage is 1d10.
Whoa.
Which one's the d10?
It's the diamond.
The diamond. Yeah, there it is. All right.
Diamond in the rough.
That's a 5.
5.
What is it? Plus anything else?
I don't believe it is. So that bolt shoots out. You feel the surge of your patron giving you energy to call upon him to allow this magic to shoot out. And it hits him and it blasts him in the left shoulder blade, and he turns around and sees you and says, "Dusk, I knew you were here. Father's look. Your father's very angry." ID10T, Bado's going last. ID10T holding your action. Do you want to go now or do you want to go after Bado?
I'll go after Bado.
All right, Bado.
So lonely. All right, I will say the verbal component of my spell, Ilmater hold him, and cast hold person.
Excellent. Do I need to make a reflex save? Or
no, it is actually a wisdom saving throw versus 15.
Ooh. I verily fail.
Woot woot! He is paralyzed.
So you call upon your deity of suffering and just like pull down this weight of like guilt and nihilism, maybe?
Yes.
He says, what does any of it mean?
Why do anything?
Nothing. And yeah, so he just seems like weighted down. You see his sort of arms hit, and he's like fighting. It's almost like this extreme gravity is on him as he's trying to waddle. You see him in front of you, like he seems like unable to move. You've got a move action, Bado, if you'd like.
I will. I can't remember. Did anybody make it to the barrel escape hatch?
Gus made it out, and Dusk is sitting right there by the open hatch.
I will get there by the open hatch as well.
All right, so Bado books it past the cloud of darkness that's still there, sort of obscuring him, makes his way through the bar and gets to the secret exit out to the stables. ID 10T.
I will get to that area too. I see them running out. We're not leaving. Waddle just left, right? That's what you said. Or is it somebody else?
Gus left. Bado's running to the door. Waddle's up on the bar, throwing hands with Drake, but Drake was just hit with an Eldritch Blast and is now like pinned using some holy magic.
I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast as well. Well, actually, no. Let's go ahead with the Chromatic Orb.
What does Chromatic Orb do?
So I go to the hatch, and you see like a small like sphere of energy start to like inside of me, and then I go, and I like press my like stomach out, and it launches out at him. It's about 4 inches in diameter, and I'm going to go ahead and choose acid. Yeah.
Okay.
And I go, this one's for Velvet, and I like throw it out there and aim at him.
All right, make
upper face area, upper chest if I can.
Upper chest. All right, ranged spell attack against the target.
This says that so the spell goes instantaneous, 90 feet. You hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at a creature that you see within range, and then make a ranged spell attack at the target. Okay, so that's a 20, right?
Yeah, roll d20, add your modifier, your proficiency bonus +3 plus your spellcasting modifier. I like to imagine as the energy was shaking in you, the head that starts to shimmy and it like slides down to the base. And he's like, ID 10T, I knew it.
It's me.
Ow.
Yeah. So that's a
sweetheart.
Range spell is.
I'm starting to think you don't own this bar.
19 plus 3, I think, proficiency.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Dang, this does a lot of damage, huh?
Does it really?
3d8.
Yeah, dude, chromatic orb hurts.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, 3d8. Yeah. So, eat acid, suck acid.
Suck acid.
How long is he paralyzed?
I also, and then I will, once I've cast that spell, I'm going to stay there, and we'll see, and wait for Waddle.
Bado, how long does that spell last, and does it end when he takes damage? The one that's holding him.
It is concentration up to a minute, but he does get a to try and save again every single turn.
Okay, all right. So ID10T, roll that damage.
Okay.
3d8. 3d8 acid.
Get my die out. Just dropped a die. I'm never going to see that die again. Okay, so 1. That's 5. 2 is 1. And 7. So 5, 1, and 7.
13?
That would be correct, sir.
Alright, so you say suck acid. You fire this acid bolt at him. And then what did you do? You said you...
Wait for Waddle. I wouldn't... Yeah, wait for Waddle.
Okay. Top of the order, Waddle. You've just seen all this magic, like, hit Drake, and he's like, this is unsanctioned use. Long time.
Then he stopped talking.
Well, he's... he's doing it like this. You told me to freeze.
So I've seen everybody pretty much get close enough to the door that they're basically all...
Yeah, except ID10T, who's waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Is he like on that side of the bar?
He's on the left side of the bar by the front door, and everybody's on by the stable.
Shoot. All right. And let's see. We don't have any idea yet, like how sturdy Dragonstorm is. No one like did any perception or anything.
Yeah, I mean, he seems pretty mean. He's taken these damages and like
shrugged them.
Not shrugged him. The acid hits, so all the Cult of Whispers have taken an eye out of some form as allegiance to Drake Dragonstorm. And so that acid splash hit his chest and up on his face towards his other eye. So he's taking damage. He doesn't look like he's ready to drop, you know?
Alright. I think I'm gonna do, can I do... How does my disengage work? Or dash?
So as a bonus action, as a rogue.
Bonus action? Okay, so I want to do sleight of hand. I want to snatch that necklace from him.
Okay.
And say this doesn't belong to you.
Excellent. Yeah, so you're able to take it because he's frozen.
Sweet.
You sort of like one motion, pull him off him and then onto your neck. And then you want to disengage?
I just kind of want to like... I guess... I feel like the smart thing to do would be to disengage and just be like, we'll finish this another time.
Mm-hmm.
Good round 1.
Okay. I like it. And so you're gonna...
See, it ties back to the early days of wrestling.
Yeah. I like he's the heel.
Yeah. I mean, we could... Can we finish him? I don't think I can finish him. And everybody's left, so...
I'm gonna like just quickly run back. Not necessarily run, but I want to try and like, intimidate him as much as I can. But
if he's paralyzed, I think we can coup de grace him, or at least he gets disadvantaged at everything.
Well, I'd like to at least like intimidate him and walk right up to him and into his face and just be like, "You tell my father,
hello,
or you tell my dad I don't give a hoot about him." And then I'm gonna cast some vicious mockery, just like you yellow-bellied ninny, and then I'm gonna walk away.
Didn't go with your spells at all.
Vicious mockery is a spell.
Yeah,
but no, I mean it doesn't go with the whole. It's good.
That's pretty
good. I like it.
It wounded his pride, and that's the most dangerous thing to wound.
I'm not gonna like Yeah, we're not killing him, right? We're leaving.
Are we leaving him? I think we're trying to decide that right now.
We're pretty much
I thought
leaving.
you said
We're pretty
round
much
two.
leaving. Let's get the fuck out of
Didn't
here.
you just say round 2? Let's go.
I
said
said round
we'll-
1.
We'll see you next time for round
We'll
2.
see you next time.
Yeah.
Brother.
Because I'm still keeping in mind there's 2 or 3 warthogs and a couple of goblins outside.
So,
Oh. So. Yeah. You have 6 seconds to talk if you want something to say.
Can I do like I'll wait for my action to do something. So
I mean, if everybody's cool with it, like it seems like everybody's making the.
is everybody cool with me burning the bar down so they come and get their leader and we can leave?
I don't think.
Wait, why are we burning the bar down? We want this. We like this place.
I'm
It can-
about to create a bonfire.
But
about to
upstairs is
start
like
firing.
untold treasures.
Listen, I've been, I remember my time out in the West. I can start a fire anytime, anywhere.
I can't stop you. I'm just gonna
What?
make a sad face.
Waddle,
Hey,
you're
Josh.
gonna make your way to the door.
Yeah, I dash out the door.
All right. So Waddle leaps off in a blue mandrily his way and dashes out the door. Gus, Gus is outside.
wait, so we all went. Did we exit out the front door?
I'm still going. No, you're out this. There's a back
Side door, right?
exit. I'm still going
Okay.
down the initiative order.
Okay.
So Gus. Huh?
Technically, Maggie Flowerbottom still got a cover if she wants to go out the front door.
Well, she just bolted him with an acid ball and the head slipped down, so he
Right,
realized.
but no one's outside.
Oh, that's fair. They don't know. Correct. You're correct. Gus, so you've slunk outside into the stables. You can kind of hear the chatter of the hogs. What's taking so long? Let us in there. You hear the goblins kind of like. But it's around the front. And you sort of see the gate out of the stable and an alleyway duck into and make your way out, or up the side of a building if you'd like to do a rooftop escape. What would you like to do, Gus?
You said, so if I like look out the exit of the stable, which direction is the front that they're at, like the left or the right?
They're like behind you on the exact opposite side.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the stables are on the back side of the AXE+ARCANA.
Okay. Do I know any direction that would lead us back to that sewer secret tunnels we were at, or is that like not near us?
Yeah, there was. You guys, the workshop where Dusk got his arm attached had an entrance to it, and then, funnily enough, the there was another bar. Shoot, I don't have my map on me. I don't know if it was the Frothing Otter or not. That was the other one.
I'm just trying to think if that's a way for us to go underground and come back out, like out of the city somewhere or near the entrance or something like that.
Yeah, if you know for sure, you could head back to Clyto Hef's, the Wark Augment shop.
Mm-hmm.
There was an entrance there that you know about for sure.
Okay, then let's say, is there an alley in that direction?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. So I imagine I want to go that direction, but first I want to look for a different alley, maybe like 90 degrees away. I want to cast Mold Earth.
Okay.
And is there like, it's like a stone ground, right? Is there like mud and stuff from the stables and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. So Mold Earth just lets you, change loose dirt. I want to just put a bunch of footprints that kind of like our footprints going the other direction, and I want to like dash to that alley and try and like wait for people to come out and like usher them over if I can.
Okay, cool. Absolutely. Yeah, very good. So you create fake tracks to distract into the wrong direction, and then head the right direction with the intent of catching the eye of your party to sneak them out.
Like I don't want to go all the way into the alley. I just kind of stand at the entrance and look at the stables and be like, "What's taking so long?" I could just see like light, the chromatic orb light flashing from inside and all this stuff.
Yeah, you hear this epic battle raging inside. All right, Drake Dragonstorm gets to make his save. Is that correct? Bado?
Yes, still against 15 wisdom.
So what happens if I roll a 20?
He is no longer paralyzed.
Beware the smiling dungeon master.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looked like your camera just closed up on you too. I think it was focusing, but it added to the effect.
So
Is that
Drake
supposed to roll a 20?
enraged, like all this use of magic and seeing dusk, and he like says, "Fuck your god." Shakes it off. Waddle insulted him. The vicious mockery just hit him. And he sees you guys running towards the door, and he sees ID Tenti up at the front. Ooh. Ooh. He's gonna jump off the bar towards ID Tenti and then come a swing in at the Wark Wizard.
Uh-oh.
What is your armor class?
It's gonna be 11.
That's a hit. Take 11 damage, ID Tenti.
Yow. Yeah, all right. Ow!
Does it come out of the dead head?
Yeah, he socks you good and puts like a dent in your side chamber. He kind of like he's body shots.
Okay, when he does that, then my eye monocle like goes ping, and like shoots up like a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
All right. Dusk, you are at the exit out as you saw Drake kind of jump down and go pop ID Tenti.
Actually hurt a lot.
You heard Gus is like, "Hurry up! What's taking you guys so long?" You hear his voice.
Oh no, he's back.
I'm glad you locked the door, wizard.
Oh.
I must break you.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm going to
And you can hold your action also if you would like.
I'm gonna hit him with another Eldritch Blast if I can.
All right. Roll it.
I think that's the only thing I can do.
D20 plus 5.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
It's a 19.
19 hits.
19 plus 5, sorry.
The group.
What?
I was drawing while we were doing this. So.
Yeah,
What?
look at the chat. Look at what Maggie looks like.
Oh, I hate it.
Wow.
So perfect.
Yeah, D20 plus 5 on the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that's a 24. I got a 19
That hits.
plus 5.
Roll the damage. Is it?
That's the D10. Diamond.
Diamond in the rough.
That's a 1.
1 damage. You zap him and it sort of zips across just his shoulder, and it tickles. Don't worry, I'll get you next, Dusk. Do you want to slink out, or are you staying in the bar?
We need to get out of here. I'm gonna sneak out.
All right. Bado, you are at the exit. You saw Dusk fire a bolt and then slink out. Drake Dragonstorm is punching at ID Tenti. What would you like to do?
Sure. Identity's an ass, but he doesn't deserve that. No matter, he hasn't suffered enough. I will cast Blindness Deafness.
Excellent.
Well, blindness.
What is my save?
Con feet 15.
Whew.
Did he make it?
16.
No. Oh.
So you like cast blindness, and you see his one good eye like sort of blink, but then he like shakes it off, and he's like, "Lots of magic. No, no, no."
Oh man.
You've got a move action, Vado.
I will stay where I am. I can't leave ID 10T.
Okay. ID 10T, it is your turn. Behind you, a locked door. Out in front of you, captain of the guard.
Okay, just how does I need to look up how mist step works if I can cast that again.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's in between me and the exit, right?
That is absolutely correct. You said mist step is what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Misty step, briefly. It's just a verbal component. You teleport up to 30 feet. Yeah, you can cast it. It's a bonus action, too.
If I try and run around him, though,
Yeah.
he can do a attack of opportunity, right?
So there's only one. See, that's in this edition, attacks of opportunity only happen once. You can make an opportunity attack when a hostile creature you see moves out of your reach. Yes.
I've been rolling the wrong die.
Interesting.
You can avoid provoking opportunity by taking disengage. So instead of moving, I'm sorry, you have an action and a move. You can spend disengage as your action to like get away from him and not provoke.
Okay. Does Dusk? Did he light that fire?
I don't believe he did.
Was that you chose not to, or it was kind of a group decision that we shouldn't? Just curious.
I was
Feeling quite so compelled without Velvet being around.
Feel what?
I just didn't. I was gonna burn the bar down, but then
it was like
I heard Bado's cry and was like, okay, but never mind.
All right, because I would have been like, burn it down. Let's see.
I'm ready to burn it down still if we need to escape. I mean, the thing is, I was gonna burn it down while he was paralyzed, so then all of his like buddies outside would hopefully come inside and give us a chance to escape. That was my plan. But you guys were like crying about it and not wanting to do it.
Well, you know what?
And now he's not paralyzed anymore.
Here we go. How about this?
How about that?
How about this? How much of an action does it take to open the door?
We're in the passageway.
Yeah. If I'm right
the
next
front
to
door?
the door. Yeah, the front door.
Half a move action.
So I kind of reach behind me while I'm like kind of on guard from Drake, and I go and like kind of flick with my wrist and hit the lock, the big kind of bar off the door, and then kick the door open with my foot.
Yeah.
And then go woo, and he's like just to piss him off basically. And I turn around and I will open my hatch and I'll cast Fireball out the door.
Oh, at the Thwart Hogs outside?
Outside. I'm not really aiming, but yeah, I'll shoot it outside.
Okay.
And as I do that, my monocle will turn around and I'll just stare at him.
So your body rotates, your eye stays on him.
Yeah.
You open the door and fireball the Thwart Hog.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to fireball inside. If we want to burn it down, that's totally fine with me. But I'm gonna shoot a fireball outside.
All right.
Yeah. Because I've been holding on. I've been holding on to this spell. I need it.
Imagine like a fart sound effect, just boom.
What were you saying, Trevor?
I just say we can rebuild it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw. Jeez.
But I am not aiming particularly. It's gonna be a random spot, I think. But
random is not better.
All right, so
at least we'll clean up the blood stains.
2 out of the 3 Thwart Hogs are gonna fail. I know for sure.
Okay.
And one out of the 2 goblins fails for sure. What is the dexterity saving throw I have to hit?
Well, yeah.
It's almost like this fireball was like a Iron Man chest beam. It was just like
a. It's a spell save DC, right?
Yeah, so I think it's 8 plus your spellcasting modifier plus your proficiency bonus, I think.
8 plus spellcast. Spellcasting modifier is the level, right? Spell level?
No. Do you use charisma, intelligence, or dex to cast spell? You are probably intelligence or wisdom.
Intelligence, I'm almost positive for.
Okay, what's your... So plus...
my intelligence is +3.
So +6. So 14 will be the spell save.
Okay.
So 3 of the Thort Hogs fail, and 1 of the Goblin Goodfellas, the Gobfellas, the Gobfathers.
I didn't even know they were nearby. So, win-win.
So it is a target takes 8d6 on a failed, or half as much on a save. So roll me 8d6.
Oh,
mother front door.
Okay. Yeah, that's why.
Do you say anything cool when you do it?
Well, I wanted to say, hey, remember those guys outside? They're not there anymore. But man, I wanted to do it and run. I didn't want to be trapped. So how many? How many d6?
8d6. Misty Step is a bonus action too.
Wait, so
nice.
do the fireball and then do Misty Step through the fireball.
Ooh.
No, I want to walk away from it.
Points. And take off sunglasses?
Yeah.
I don't have sunglasses. I have a monocle.
You idiot.
Put in monocle.
Put sunglasses on the rotting head.
I'll cast minor illusion to put sunglasses on my corpse head. So the first 3 d6s are 6, 2, and 5. I have to do 8 of these, right?
Yep.
5, okay, and then 6, 5, 1. Then 6 and 2.
33 damage.
Okay.
So 33 damage to everybody who failed, and then the 1 goblin succeeded takes 16.
And I imagine it does damage to the surrounding environment as well.
Yeah, so you guys are sneaking out the back door, and you just hear like it gets bright for half a second outside.
Oof.
I'm just watching from the alley, like, ah.
Yeah. There's like a little hot spot in Gus's eye from seeing the flash.
I just see the ears from the shockwave flapping.
This little mushroom pushing back.
What do your little eyes see?
All right, so you kick the door open, turn your chamber, blasted. So we'll say like this fireball erupts, and you smell a bacon. We're gonna say everybody's kind of knocked down because I don't have the hit point stats up right now.
Yeah,
but it seems to have like leveled people. There's pieces of paper kind of falling.
Innocent people is all I can say.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be bystanders.
I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah.
So you've got half a move left and a bonus action. And then it's going to be Waddle's turn.
I will. I guess I'll Misty Step. I don't like using it too much. So.
Do you want to Misty Step behind him or out into the street?
I'll Misty Step out into the street.
Okay,
that's a good idea.
You're welcome.
To survey the effects of my fireball spell because I love looking at how things work.
All right. So that happens, and you Misty Step away from Drake Dragonstorm. Waddle,
your chest cavity opens, a little camera comes out.
You were making your way out as you heard that eruption. You see Gus in an alleyway, sort of like waving you guys to come on out. What would you like to do?
And ID Tinty's like nowhere to be seen at the moment, so.
He was distracting. You sort of heard that coming from behind you as you were slinking out.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm facing that way, and everything's going on behind me.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think I'm gonna use my intuition to just like kind of be like, he's got it covered, and just keep going through the hall out the back, right?
Yeah. So
Not very heroic, but whatever.
I don't have it covered.
The blue mandrill sort of slides through this hidden passage on out. And you make your way to your friends. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
Get out of here.
You're sort of making leave.
Where are we go? Like, so they're going into the stables, right?
Yeah, they're slinking out into a back alleyway.
Okay, so there's not like horses nearby or anything.
No, there hasn't been horses in here for a minute.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I kind of been picking the alley that I think is back to the underground.
Yeah.
As much as I can know, but I like the city is not my forte.
Right. I am. I don't think I know my way around.
You remember Clyto Hefts, the place you came from. Yeah. Everybody like sort of remembers at least that much. You could find your way back to it. So Gus is kind of pushing people in. Drake Dragonstorm's gonna step out into the street after you ID 10T. Kind of looking at his hogs, and he like spits on the ground. He's like, pathetic. And he looks pretty pissed.
Can a robot feel fear? Because, like, I'm actually like a little bit terrified of him.
So you feel fear, and then you hear as a bolo out of the sky comes and wraps around Drake's legs, and you look up and you see Dark Cloak and Cardinal Law standing on buildings, and they're like, "Get the hell out of here! We got your back."
You don't have to tell me twice. And I'll just haul ass. Can I get around back to them, or I just go down?
Yeah, you like Scooby Doo. Whoop, 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 zzz.
So they're just gonna see me like going around the corner of the bar with my wide brimmed hat like fluttering and going, "We gotta go."
Yeah, as you're taking off, you see Dark Cloak and Cardinal Law sort of jump down, and Drake is like, "Not you two again." And you start to hear a scuffle as you back off, and you see your friends slinking out from behind the stables into the alley where Gus is sort of, like crossing guarding everybody to sneak back. You guys make your way into the alleyway and disappear into the streets of Ambrosia as you head to the underground so you can slink your way out again. And you'll disappear into the crowds, nursing your wounds, and that's where we will call tonight's AXE+ARCANA adventure. Yeah, good game, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
thanks
I was a little off today.
No, it's all good. Thank you, everybody, for playing. We're going to see if this audio recording of the podcast works out, and we're going to play this probably next week on the stream if I can get some music and sound effects into it. If this works out, we'll do more of it. Maybe we'll just put the audio. We'll just do audio. I don't know how you guys felt. We'll talk about it after. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us on the internet broadcast system, AXE+ARCANA fantasy adventure game. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Stop and think about the things you do, the things ground. Clown will put you down. The warriors are here. We came to chase the haters away. We throw down for our brothers, down for our mothers and their sons and daughters to fight for freedom and peace. We'll have you tied out like a phone line, cause we always on the grind. You got beef, why don't we take it to the streets? When you hear the all call, you're gonna fall. Like reservoir dogs, have you run like babies on the crawl? We'll have you tied up with the quickness. Think that you can step to this? Haven't you heard about the click, click, boom of the cannons, boom of the better minutes? I got everybody scared, flying high above your head. It's time to stand up for the better things. I fight for all the freedom rings. Look to the sky and know that we are warriors.
You can't stop us, cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, cause we are warriors.
You gotta stand up so everybody knows this is how the story goes. Like domino. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. I got my crew on point with the nines on lock. When we hit your spot, gonna make it hot, They didn't understand, but you know how the story goes. I do this for the love of my people. Where my dogs at?
Y'all know you can't stop us, cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, cause we are warriors.